welcome here to beautiful Jefferson, Georgia for the NDFL championship. The Alabama Titans versus the Georgia Wolves. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to a nice game. It's a hot day. You start to feel summer creeping in, Coach Chapman.
Yes, sir. And that means we're closer to real football. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to start our season. But, hey, looking forward to a fun game today. Looking forward to seeing how these guys handle this turf and this sun, because we hadn't had a lot of it in Georgia lately. It's been a lot of rain. Looks like it's going to be a warm day.
No doubt about that. We're getting ready here for kickoff. The Wolves chose to receive. So I tell you what, they're trying to put together a kickoff team right here for the Alabama Titans. And a couple of those guys are kind of big fellas.
Yeah, and they just blew the whistle, so we're going to get started right here. And, I don't think they have enough on the field. Looks like they have 9.
It's number 4 to kick off for the Titans, buddy. I would love to talk about you. There's a short dribbler. Going to be picked up at about the 30-yard line. He's going to head back towards the middle field. Here he comes, wrapping around the left side. Got some room.
That's a block.
Oh,
illegal
man.
block.
That was number 18 on the return, and I thought he had some room, had an illegal block right in front of him, I thought was a little unnecessary. But nice return right there. Going to be good field position for the Wolves, and that was Ramel Peck on the return.
He got about 10 on the return, ran about 60 yards to get 10.
Well,
The only problem is now they're going to back it up 10 on the illegal block.
yeah, there's no doubt about that. You hate when that happens. All right, man. Well, I'll tell you what. It's kind of slim pickings over there on the Alabama sideline.
Yeah, they're going to have to weather the first part of this game. It looks like we're going to start play right here at about the 23-yard line.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
That's the old personal foul. That's going to walk them back a little bit.
But you got 1st and 10 at the 23. You know that the team that you're playing right now is a little bit short-handed. How would you play this, Coach? Would you try to
go for the heart right
all
now?
right, that's what I'm thinking. The same thing.
We're trying to hit the jugular on this play.
All right, there's your 4. Right now, you've got
What is that?
There's 10 people on the field, and they call a timeout.
They call timeout, trying to get an 11th person
Mm-hmm.
out, I think.
That's exactly what it was. They had 10 people on the field, and that's the first timeout right there for the Titans at 14:49 to go here in the first quarter.
I will say that's a pretty good use of a timeout, but it's still funny.
It is, but it's also a little bit, for these guys, probably a little bit disappointing that they've got to start a championship game, and it doesn't look like their whole team is here.
Well, it's just got to be frustrating more than anything else, But I'm perpetually late, so I can understand that. That you're trying to get there and you make plans, but then, if I don't leave 3 days early for wherever I'm going, I'm out of luck because something always happens.
Well, we've been through this scenario. Get off the bus and play.
Yeah, and it's a bummer, but it is what it is. You just got to do it. Looks like they got an 11th guy out there this time. See some guys strapping it up over there on the sideline right now. Some more guys running in.
Yeah, we got guys rolling in right here.
All right, going to be a doubles look for the Wolves.
Everybody's standing up, huh?
Yeah,
reverse.
Here.
Reverse pass.
And that's –
wow.
Oh, man, that was beautiful. Right down the left sideline.
Holy smokes.
That ball was thrown great right there by Casey Randolph, and that's right to number 11, Jarrell Rhodes.
Man.
We talked to both of them before the game started,
Coach.
and they both seemed pretty excited. And, we said we were going to go for the jugular, but that's got to be your sudden change play right there.
Yeah, or or the play that you start the game off with. We've often done something like that. But that was impressive right there.
A little trickeration.
I like it.
Again, doubles look, wanging the gun right there, back offset to his left.
Inside zone.
And there he goes.
Holy smokes.
My goodness. And that's number 38 right there, Deshaun Scott, just plowing his way forward.
Gain of 12 right there, Coach. And we're in the red zone. And we haven't seen a third down, and it's tempo.
Here we go.
It's offsides.
And there we go. Good job. Flag's down. Go ahead and run the play, though. Uh-oh. I tell you what now, man, I like the idea of running tempo. That's a great idea when they're so short-handed.
Where'd they put this at?
Still first down.
It will be.
Ball is at the 4.5, looks like.
You are correct, Coach.
So first and goal from about the 4.5-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Wang's in the gun. Sean Scott offset to his right-hand side. Got a doubles look. There's a snap.
Inside.
Quick give around the left side.
Nothing.
Nice job by number 21 for Alabama to come up and make that play right there.
That was really nice right there. Rallied to the ball well.
Javi Grace, that was a good play by him.
Looked like he had something off the edge right here. Looks like the Wolves have gone to a little bigger back right here, Coach.
Who just came in for
Number
him?
12.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be Anthony London. Wang waiting on the snap. There it is. Give to London right up the gut, but no doing. Hit first by number 43 for the Alabama Titans. That's going to be, you folks, that's my man Dan Springs. That's Dan the man. Dan the man. We were talking about Dan earlier.
Now you got down and now it's fourth down.
Just like that. Fourth and goal. Trips look out to the right-hand side. Wang in the gun. London off to his left. Jarrell Rhodes down here at the bottom singled up, though. That's where I'm thinking. There's a snap. Wang drops right across the middle. And
43.
And picked. Oh, my word.
Wow.
Picked by Dan the Man Springs. And the Alabama Titans live to play another down. My goodness, what a stand.
That was a 14-yard return on that too, Coach.
What a stand right there. Nicely done. Dan the Man is
for real.
Yeah, apparently what all they said he was. Just because he was kind of a big fella, and I was like, man, is that guy going to be able to move? Apparently.
And so you wasted a 58-yard completion on first down.
Well, I mean, you say waste. They did flip the field.
Well, if you're going to call that play, you're thinking of one thing and one thing only, and that's
first and goal at the 4.5-yard line, though. When I don't score, I'm upset.
Yeah, I'm a little bit irritated. Not only did I not score, but I went backwards.
Yeah, so that's not something that I'm terribly happy about. But let's see what they have offensively. We know they're a spread, but, and let's see how they can stand up to this. The big question is, can they block the Georgia Wolves defensive line?
Well, we're fixing to find out.
Looks like they're going to come out with a doubles look. Who's that at quarterback?
Number 12.
It's going to be Joey Sampson at quarterback. Quick give around to the right side.
Okay.
And he's hit for about a 6-yard loss.
That was not good.
Well, that's number 40, Darius Andrew for the Wolves. But he wasn't by himself. He and all his buddies were back there.
That was a 7-yard loss right there, Coach.
Well, I stand corrected. 7 yards.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just kidding.
Run the ball on first down. You're hoping it to be at least 2nd and 10, not
yeah,
second
but
and
with
17.
this group, like I said, you got to run some sort of delay. There's got to be some smoke and mirrors, some deception. You can't run at these cats. It's just not going to work because not only are they big and strong, but they're fast. They line up in a true gun backfield with a slot to the right-hand side. The Wolves look like they're coming, and there they are. And this guy's going to be lucky to get out of the end zone.
He's at the 1. They're going to give him to the 2.
Brought down by number 45, and there goes his helmet. That was Javi Grace on the carry. Brought down eventually by number 45, Markel Newton, but Markel was not the first guy there. They just lined up, and they didn't bring but 5, but those 5 guys all got through.
Wondering how many of these offensive linemen are really offensive linemen right now, Coach.
Well, that's a good question. The other thing is I'm going, how many times as a running back are you going to accept a handoff until you go, you know what, man, we need to throw a screen?
You got trips now.
trips out to the left. Sampson in the backfield in the gun.
Here comes a blitz.
There's a snap. He gets it out quick.
Slant.
It's going to be complete, but it's not going to be remotely close to a first down.
No.
It's about an 8-yard gain, but that still only gets them to the 10-yard line.
Yep. And they're going to have to punt.
Indeed they are. So you pinned them deep. You know, you hate to get close and not score. That's always something, you know, that kind of stuff irks me. Because if you got close and didn't score and then you lose by, 5 points, it'll haunt you for the rest of your life.
Yep, but now you got a chance right here. What's the punt snap going to look like?
This is always a thing. How's the center quarterback, the center punter, center holder? What does that exchange look like? Because, these guys don't get to practice every single day. And that guy was moving early, but they're going to let it go. And it's going to be a short kick. It hops up. It's
down at the 34-yard line.
Yep, it's a Peter call. And there it is. They're going to start at the 34, going in. So, how long will the Alabama Titans last in this heat? Again, short-handed. Now, that last defensive stand they made was pretty impressive. But, I think it was a little bit of luck was involved as well. Your thoughts so far?
Well, we said it was going to be tough to block those guys. And so far it's proven to be true. But, hey, the one throw was what we talked about, quick to the outside, and they picked up 8. So that might be something that Alabama needs to look at.
You got to try and work your perimeter pass game, either that or something else that's just a quick step and a throw if you're going to get something off on these guys. Wang in the gun got doubles Deshaun Scott off to his right. Okay, you can't call it on that one and then not call it on the punt. You can't do that.
Feeling sorry for him, Coach.
Well, it's too early to feel sorry for people. It's too early for that.
Dude's pumping out his push-ups because he knows he moved.
I'd have been down there losing my mind right now.
Yep. Well,
because this cat right here, they know good and well they saw this guy move on this side, the up back on this right side. They know good and well they saw him move, but they didn't call it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel sorry for somebody else later. You can feel sorry for them after the game.
Now, that punt, Coach, was 23 yards.
Well, at least they punted a first down.
Well, they did. We've seen that before where you don't even punt a first down. Got trips. All right, and they've moved 43 out here.
Trips, okay, that's my matchup then. Trips out to the left-hand side. There's a snap, quick give, right up the gut.
That's 2.
That's Deshaun Scott on the carry, but it's only going to be good for a couple.
Yeah, but, Coach, they got what they wanted right there. You see how they thinned the box on them right there? 43 had to bump out. You had one linebacker sitting in the middle. It looks like there's some reinforcements showing up. People.
I think 43 is probably the better of the backers.
If I can get him to move out of the box all day, that's what I'm going to do.
There's no doubt about that.
Looks a little bit more like the conventional 4-2-5 right here. This is straight man coverage, single high safety.
I'm coming down here then.
I would be too.
Jarrell Rhodes. There's a snap. Wayne drops, looks to his left, throws across middle.
There it
and
is.
It's Jarrell Rhodes, and he splits a safety. He was about to toss that backwards.
He was too.
My word. I would have lost. Again, I'd be on the sideline losing my mind. Great throw and catch from Wayne to Jarrell Rhodes right there. Nicely done. Nice run. But he was looking to pitch it back. For Lord's sake, please don't do something like that. Take your big first down and then play football.
29-yard completion sets up first down and 10 at the 11.
Doubles again for the Wolves. Offensive line playing well, especially with pass protection.
Yes.
There's Wang. He drops. Getting a little heat this time from the right side. Going to throw it at the feet of his receiver.
Pretty good pressure put on right there by number 11 for the Titans.
That was number 11, Jonathan. I'm pretty sure that's all I have for Jonathan Walker. There we go.
Is that John?
It is John. John Walker.
Now we know
Good call, Coach.
Now we know why they wanted him to be highlighted. He came off the edge, ran the hoop pretty good right there.
There's a snap. Wayne drops.
Gave up the outside that time.
Rolling out to his right side.
Sacked.
And he's going to be sacked by number 1, Ryan Bostic.
Wow. 9-yard loss on the sack.
And so the Wolves are going backwards again, you know, and we see these games where we feel like there's one group that's probably physically outmatched.
Every week.
And
Coach.
they let the other group hang around. And, you know, I always feel like, you know, it looks like the Georgia Wolves are going to take their first time out.
We got third down
So,
right here.
on that note, we're going to take a quick break here. All right,
Coach.
third and about
we'll be right
19.
back.
Welcome back here to the NDFL Championship here in Jefferson, Georgia. Your Georgia Wolves threatening right here just outside the red zone at third and about 19. There's a snap. Wayne drops, looks out to his left.
Should be a touchdown.
He's got a man wide open, and it is. That's it right there, if I'm not mistaken. That was number 2, Earl Horn on the catch, and it was indeed Earl.
Smash route. They caught him on the smash route. It looked like they changed their coverage and was going to try to sit back and play the sticks. Only problem is when the curl sat over here, the corner sat with him, and nobody was in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, oops.
Yeah, that was the big oops right there. They're going for 2 right here.
All right. Well, what you got right here if you're going for 2, Coach Chandler?
I'm handing it to 12. Either that or we're going to fake it to 12 and have the quarterback boot. But they don't have enough linemen on the field right now.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll play offensive line. All right, let's do it. There we go. All right, looks like there we go. All right, doubles look for the Wolves. And the Titans bring everybody.
And stuff it.
And are able to stop it. That charge led by Dan the Man Springs.
That guy's all over the place.
He's a pretty good ball player, Coach.
With 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter, we have a score of 6-0 Georgia Wolves over the Alabama Titans. And now we'll get to see this is going to be the key. You're down 6, and do you change what you do because you're down and you've run the ball twice for negative 12 yards?
Again, I'm going to run some sort of delayed handoff. Either that or I'm going to have some window dressing. I got to have some jet motion or some rocket motion or something to grab the eye before I start going the other way, because a straight zone handoff is not going to make it happen.
Well, you know what my answer to everything is?
Screen.
We're going to screen these guys until they can't stop it.
Right, I mean, and that makes sense to me.
Well, we're sitting here looking at a kickoff return team with 9 players.
Well,
And the whistle's blown, and now we got 10 coming on the field.
They could use a couple
Here
more.
comes the 11th. If they return it left, they got a wall set up because he just walked onto the field.
And it's a deep kick. Going to be fielded at about the 5-yard line. Going to take it around the left side. Had a little room.
Not bad.
Then met by a host of Wolves.
16-yard return right there.
That return, number 7, Alex Shepard on the return.
They will
Brought
start,
down by the pack.
sorry, Coach. They'll start at their own 21-yard line.
Oh, you're good, man. I didn't mean to talk over you. We've been out of this for a couple of weeks.
I know, man.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, I've missed this. This is fun.
I agree. My wife always says I'm just going off to play with my friends. But she doesn't realize that we're actually working, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I call it working. It's football. We're talking about it.
And you get paid. So
There you go.
getting paid means it's work.
And this will be interesting to see. It looks like we got some different offensive linemen now.
They do have some big cats, but these guys, I mean, just my knowledge of offensive line, these are zone offensive line.
Yes, they are.
These guys are not pulling.
And they're not giving them anything on the screen unless they want to throw it to the upside right there because they're pressing these slot guys pretty tight.
It's a doubles look. Sampson takes the ball, snap.
Slant.
Oh, and golly, there was almost a concussion right there from a collision of 2 Wolves because they both bit on that because he kind of double clutched that one.
Yes, he did.
And when he let it fly, he's got to trust himself if this is going to happen. If you're going to make those quick throws, you got to get the ball out of your hand.
And if they're going to do that, they're going to have somebody clear somebody out because they just got a guy sitting over the top of that and there's no threat.
Yeah, you got to change something.
And they're playing a true 4-4 just like Coach said.
Yeah.
Looks like
Sampson in the gun.
Looks like they're going to get heated up right here.
No, they held back. Sampson lets it fly out to his left.
They're going to call offsides.
He just throws it to his mama.
Yep, offsides.
He's going to chunk that one out of bounds. Going to take the free play. Well, I mean, if you got a freebie, why not take it? That's what I always say.
Mm-hmm. Are you setting us up for an after-the-game statement right there? Not getting a freebie?
Well, he did say something about stopping to get something to eat. So,
I can appreciate the fact that it still says second down over there. You know.
The box.
Yes, our friends on the box.
Yes. All right, here we go.
2nd and 5.
It's a doubles look again.
Now, the Titans have 5 to block 6, and that's not going to work.
Sampson looks like he's getting ready to sprint out of there. He takes the snap.
Screen.
A little quick throw out to the back, and it's going nowhere.
And
a little quick toss to number 5, Shad Calhoun. He's going to be brought down quickly by Cedric Herndon. Cedric sniffed that one out quick.
For a loss of 7, Coach.
Yeah. And there's a timeout. All right, welcome back here to the NDFL championship game here in beautiful Jefferson, Georgia. Your Georgia Wolves up 7-0 on the Alabama Titans.
6, Coach.
That's what I said, 6-0. You got to listen,
there
Coach.
There you go. Set you up good perfectly for that one.
All right, well, let's see. It's 3rd and about 12.
Yeah, and this is we've talked about it enough probably for people at home that are going to say, quit talking about it, but you don't want to be in 3rd and 3 against these guys, and you daggum sure don't want to be in 3rd and 12.
If you don't screen them now, I just don't know what you're thinking. Looks like they're only going to send 4, though. And that's what they do. But they get pressure, and, man, that was actually great defense right there by number 11, John Walker for the Titans, because that ball was going the other way.
And it was going to be 6, too.
That ball was going the other way. So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Alabama Titans, and they are going to have to punt. Yeah, I tell you what, I thought when that ball went up and I was watching it, I was like, Lavelle Smith's fixing to go dance in the end zone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if you saw that, they ran the guy on the bubble, and the guy from the outside came in and ran kind of a quick seam, and he was the guy that was open. And that's the way you got to attack. You have to attack a 4-4 look. You got to attack them in the seams quick. Right now, the way they're pressing up on the slots, that's the best place to go.
All right, here we go. There's a snap. It's a fumbled snap. He's just going to have to get on it, and that's going to be Georgia Wolves' ball at what looks to be the 2-yard line.
Where are they going to put this down? I think he's calling it the 3 down there.
The 3? Oh, okay. I wouldn't argue about the 3.
Ooh, boy.
The 3's not worth arguing about.
It's not.
Although when you get stuck on the 1, you'd be like, I knew it.
Wow.
But, yeah, I would imagine they're going to come in here and, from that distance,
Well, we say that, but we saw them run it on, 3 or 4 times inside this area, and every time they've run it, they've been stuffed.
This is true.
So it might be time to put the ball in somebody's stomach and have the quarterback pull it out and see if he can walk into the end zone right here.
Also not a bad plan.
But this is the 3rd red zone trip. And there's 4:33 to go in the first quarter already.
Fade down here on the left side.
Slant, fade, zone read.
There's a snap. Quick give. Golly. Man alive, that was a nice play. Big number 76 right there. Penetrating the line. That's Jamesio Elston. Man, he's a man-child right there.
I think that's the 2nd time he's met him in the backfield.
I tell you what now, that big fella's moving. Coach, that guy's got to be, 375, 400 pounds.
He's a big old boy.
He's a big cat now.
And he didn't shy away from it.
No, sir. No, sir. He was in there. He's by there in a hurry.
Our running back at the time is not a small man either, so that was a great collision.
London's a big guy. There's a snap. Wang fakes to London, looks across the middle,
Touchdown.
and there he is, touchdown. And that is going to be complete number 15. That's Matthew Kilgore for the Wolves. And I imagine they're going to stay out and go for 2.
I'd run the same play. That was a really nice throw. A really nice throw off the what we would call an RPO right there.
Yeah.
Let him clear. Threw him open.
Just threw it in the hole. Let him go get it.
And it's hard to think anything other than this game might be close to being over, Coach, with 3:40 to go in the first quarter.
Well, yeah, we've thought that many times before.
Yeah, I don't. It was this time it was my fault. I was the one that said it.
Doubles look for the Wolves.
Throwing the ball.
And there's a snap. Quick throw right
Same
there
thing.
to Rail Rhodes in the back of the end zone. The exact same play, just to the other side.
Anytime you see a quarterback start signaling receivers, you know it's not a running play.
Yeah. Nicely done by the Wolves. So with 3:41 left in the first quarter, the Georgia Wolves lead the Alabama Titans 14-0. And, you know, I'm really surprised that the Alabama Titans sideline has not swelled more than it is. I would have thought there would have been a large number of guys show up. But
Yeah.
I wonder how far the wreck is on 20.
Well, you know, it is what it is right now. They're kind of stuck in this thing, so you better better make do with what you have, and that's kind of a sad statement to make when you're playing in the championship game. But right now, you know, the old phrase, you're all you got and you're all you need, well, that's where it is right now for these guys.
Well, you know, you and I have both been in situations like this where you can either lay down and get beat like a drum, or you can fight and make it a football game. And there's the kick, and it's a deep one.
Taking at the 2.
That's going to be taken right there
Ooh.
by number 88. He's around the left side. And, yeah, bless America.
Woo.
That's literally everybody on the kickoff team was there.
Yes.
Like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, everybody on the kickoff team is there. That's scary.
That was frightening.
That's people getting to the football. I like that now. You know, that was Demetrius Williams on the return. But poor Demetrius didn't have a whole lot of help. Looked like he was going to get a block or two right there, and then the world just came crashing down around him.
Somebody tried to block somebody, and they got eliminated about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, so didn't go well.
So with 3:28 to go in the first quarter, the Alabama Titans take over at their own 20, and we can see if they can their best play so far has been a little curl route for about 8 and an offsides penalty. Everything after that's been backwards.
Yeah, so they really got to try to get something going here. And, again, we've talked over and over about, you know, the way you should approach a team that's this aggressive. You know, although we say that aggressive, they're only sending 4 people, 5 people sometimes.
It looks like they're sending 100. Here comes that little curl out look. This is how they lined up when they threw it on 3rd down.
Sampson in the gun, back offset to his right side. Takes a snap, comes out, throws to his right, but that ball's going to be short. Oh, and should have been picked. Should have been picked by Randolph. Casey Randolph, number 6 right there, in position to make a play. And Mr. Sampson picking himself up off the ground, which
again.
It looks like he was knocked down by number 45. That's going to be Markel Newton. He's actually having a pretty good game. Again, he's part of that D-line up there, man, and they're just a force to be reckoned with.
That right there is the 3rd pass broken up on the day for the Wolves. Number 6 has been involved in 2 of them.
Casey's a pretty good ball player. He and his brother, there we go. He and his brother both. There we go. I knew I'd work it out sooner or later. You know, I was going to talk, and I was like, you know what? I forgot an R. So and my brain was like, oh.
Well, we're out of school, Coach, so it's okay. Our brains can shut down for a little while.
All right, well, let's see if they can get something going. Doubles look. Oh, good Lord. And I don't think anybody was ready for the snap. And it was almost complete.
Wow.
It was almost complete, but that ball got snapped to zero. And sorry, buddy, I don't know your name. For the Titans, and he wasn't ready for the ball. Like, he wasn't even set, so I wasn't thinking they were going to snap. And I'm just steady talking, and they got lucky. The Titans got lucky that ball hit him in the gut.
That was a really nice play just to catch the snap, much less make a throw that almost.
Yeah, it should like almost complete pass.
Yeah, that was about the best thing that could have happened on that play.
You might add that one to the playbook.
The worst thing was about to be ugly.
Yeah. Same quarterback back there. He's in the gun. There's a snap. He's going to drop, and he's going to turn and take off. And he's got a little shake.
First down.
There he goes down the left sideline, and he's going to be brought down at about the
what they call that
50-yard line.
49-yard
line.
That's a 29-yard run, Coach. He's
going to be brought down by DeMichael Borders. All they did was just let everybody pass by, and then he just kind of ducked up under it. Little draw.
There's your delay, Coach.
There's my delay.
Not so sure that was a called quarterback draw, but it had the same effect.
Right. You know.
And that was a third down conversion.
I'm not an offensive mastermind, but I do know when you got 4 cats that are breathing down your neck every play, you got to change something. So a doubles look, same quarterback, some helmet tapping, quick give right up the gut.
Fumble.
Oh, ball's out. Ball's out. Who's got it?
Well, he must have got it back.
Yeah, when the offensive lineman caught it in the air. That ball recovered by looks to be number 59, Antonio Jelks.
Mm-hmm. And it ended up being a 4-yard gain.
Good job, Antonio. We don't get to carry the ball a lot, do we, buddy? Good job, man. Make the most out of it when you got a chance.
Yeah. You run we're getting under 30 seconds right here in the first quarter, Coach. If you could somehow, from Alabama's point of view, hold on to this football for a little while, whether you score or not, it might give yourself a chance to recover a little bit from the onslaught that you've had the last, really all of those drives. You had a 58-yard pass play, then you gave up a touchdown on 3rd and long, and then after that, you had a 4-yard drive, quick screen.
Quick throw out to the left side. They're there. Looked like it might be there. Ball's intended for number 7, Alex Shepard, broken up by number 21, Joshua Mostiller.
Hey, that play had something in it. There was something there.
Well,
the throw was too far inside, but if he gets that on him where it's supposed to be, he had a chance. Quick to the outside. Another way to attack this, especially with them guys being so hard pressed on the slot right here. You got to go outside.
There's no doubt about that. Same look for the Wolves. For the Titans and the Wolves. There's a snap, quarterback drops, getting lots of pressure, and he's not getting away from it. And he should have just gone down before Rashad Randolph got there. I would have definitely gone down first.
And that's the end of the first quarter right there on that sack. The loss of 8 yards.
All right. Welcome back. I get my mic set up. Welcome back to the NDFL Championship here in beautiful Jefferson, Georgia. Your Wolves, your Georgia Wolves leading the Alabama Titans 14-0. And when I say we're broadcasting from Georgia, so I'm assuming that most fans are from Georgia.
There you go.
No offense, Alabama.
I'm going to hit a punt right here.
Well, for the first time, they got a chance to flip the field.
They do. That is a good point right there, Coach. A chance to see how this field position game plays. They got to get a snap right here, though.
Yeah, that's crucial, man. The special teams, the snaps. And there's a pretty good snap. Rugby-style kick. It's going to be fielded by Casey Randolph, though, and great coverage right there. Just superb coverage. Number 7, Alex Shepard. What a hustle to get down the field like that.
Nice job of returning the punt. That was a 12-yard punt return.
Well, there's some laundry on the ground out there.
It was also a 32-yard punt, which was better than the first one.
So let's see what that is. The way they were riding his back, somebody almost certainly got a face mask.
No, it's going against the Wolves.
Wolves. Let's see.
So whatever it was, got a block in the back right there, Coach. It's going. The Wolves will set up 1st and 10 at their own 25, which is a newsflash because they've started at their own 23. They've started at the Titans 33 and the Titans 3.
Well, they do well when there's space out in front of them. I think they have a harder time when the field's condensed than any other time. So this is actually works to their advantage, kind of.
Last time they were here, they ran reverse pass.
Wang takes a snap.
Zone.
Deshaun around the right side. Going to be blasted, though, by number 8. Shamar Hunt for the Alabama Titans.
Gain of 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Ryan Bostic comes in and helps clean up.
I'm going to tell you right now, I've been impressed with the Alabama Titans run defense.
I tell you what, those guys on defense are legit.
Now, they've given up some yards passing, but, realistically, the big blow came on a reverse pass, so everything else has been kind of they've given up a completion of 29 and 20 and 4, and I know that they'd like to have the 29-yarder or the 20-yarder back because that was on 3rd down.
There's a snap, throw down the middle to
there it is.
Jarrell Rhodes just running around, and he pitches it out. I bet you that's Casey Randolph that he pitched it to.
It is.
Dadgum, I'd be losing my mind. But, they're having a good time. I guess, that's important. There ain't no way in the world I'd have done that, though. And whoever did it would have come off the field. But that's Earl Horn he pitched the ball to. Jarrell Rhodes and Earl Horn both have either a touchdown or an extra point for the Wolves today.
And here they are right back on it with tempo.
And that's what I do too. There's a snap. Big handoff to Big London. See, that guy's going to start wearing on.
And there it is. He's already.
And I tell you what, there
touchdown.
he goes. He's in the end zone.
Oh, here comes the flag.
And if they call, that was a great block down there by Jarrell Rhodes. I don't know if you could see that.
Looked pretty good.
But he was absolutely molesting that guy out there at defensive back. But I'm not sure if that's who they're going to call it on. But that was a great block. Blocking the back on the Wolves. I wish I had a number. Obviously, we can't see everything. But I'm sure it wasn't on Mr. Rhodes because he was engaged the entire time. But it was a great block, and that's one of the things it's kind of hard to find a receiver that's a really good receiver that likes to block as well.
Well, it erased a 25-yard touchdown, Coach.
Yeah, that's a pretty big penalty. Oh, let's see. They're having some trouble. Okay. All right.
So it's going to be 1st and 5?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. There's a snap. Wang drops, and there is instant pressure.
Wow.
And it's John and all his buddies back there on the sack. Luckily, Wang, it was just kind of one of those deals where they surrounded him and there's nowhere he could go. It wasn't one of those where they take his head off. And there's Laundry on the ground. And it was late Laundry, so I'm wondering what that is. If that's somebody jawing or if that's somebody, little extracurricular activities or what.
Well, they caught it on the Titans.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be 15 yards and a 1st down.
Illegal substitution. There you go.
Well, that'll help you get sacked if you play with 12.
I try to talk people into letting us play with 12 all the time, and nobody ever goes for it.
We'd play with 13 if they'd let us.
I bet you we would.
Might help us.
Yeah. Be better on defense, I'll tell you that.
Back
Doubles look. And
RPO picked.
Oh my goodness!
Might be a touchdown.
Down the left sideline, and he might.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Mr. Wang took a personal exception to that, and shot Calhoun with the pick right there, saving a touchdown. and then turns and runs the other way with it.
39-yard return.
And I tell you what, boys and girls, if you're at home, if you throw an interception, that should be your reaction. That right there. You go find and destroy the guy that intercepted the ball.
I used to tell my quarterbacks when I was at Lovejoy that if you throw a pick and you throw a pick, you ought to be the first person to make a tackle. And my brother-in-law used to come to the games, and he said the funniest thing he ever saw was one of my quarterbacks threw a pick and went and laid the guy out, and they had to take him out of the game. He said he used to want him to throw a pick so he could watch him tackle people.
Yeah, that's a pretty good lick right there.
Yeah, because from our vantage point, it looked like he was going to the end zone.
Yeah, he had sideline and he had space. I mean, that was good. That was good hustle by London right there to go make the play.
I bet if he had that to do all over again, that he would have taken the sideline route.
Yeah, tiptoe out. There's a quick give around the left side, and no, sir. And it's Rashad Randolph and his friends from the Georgia Wolves introducing themselves. You know, 6 people in the backfield.
-2.
Again, I don't know how you continue to run, and I know why you would continue to run the ball, but I don't know why you would continue to run a zone play against a front 7 like this. I just don't understand that.
Well, you can't really run it if your quarterback's not going to be a threat to run the ball.
Well, I liked what they were doing when they moved 0 to quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Mr. Sampson was just shaking up or what the problem was, but I thought they had something there because that guy can kind of –
he can move.
He can shake a little bit.
I'm thinking right now he's going to be shaking down this hash right over here.
There's doubles look. Sampson takes a snap. He drops, looks out to his right-hand side. Got a man. Throw, and the ball comes out.
Incomplete.
That ball intended for number 4. And I don't have your name, buddy, or else I would tell everybody who you are. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's on there, man.
I think you're right. He's the Phantom.
He's the Phantom. Phantom on the catch.
And here you're sitting in that down and distance again. 3rd and 12. Not where you want to be.
No.
Now, if you'd have had that completion right there, you'd have been sitting okay.
3rd and 12 is like having queens and jacks when you're playing spades. It's not something that you want. You know what I mean?
And it's going to be a direct snap, and they're going to run the football right here.
There's a snap. He drops, looks around, tries to find some space, and there is none. There's no room in the end.
Lost 2 more.
He's going to be tracked down by number 33, Matt Dove.
Man.
Matt just sticks him. Nice play. Nice job by the defensive line to maintain their rush lanes. You know, because it's hard when you're able to get upfield and, you know, to not run past people.
You got to punt this ball.
Yes, indeed you do. And it's got to be a good punt.
You better cover because last time was pretty close to being a
big play.
Yeah.
Had it not been for Alex Shepard riding Casey Randolph's back, then pretty sure that ball was gone.
Bad snap again.
My goodness. One hopper off the face mask. And he tries to kick it, and it just dribbles around, and it doesn't matter. I mean, who's got the ball because it's Wolf ball right there.
That actually goes down as a punt attempt, and it will be a – Coach, I can't even tell you. Where's the ball at?
Well, let's see. Where did it end up?
It's at the 25.
Yeah.
So that would be a negative 10-yard punt.
Negative 10 yards, huh?
Yes. That is a negative 10-yard punt.
That's impressive in that I don't see a lot of those.
No, we don't get to see that too much.
No, negative punting is not usually something we see. Little visit from Bo there.
Hey.
Always glad to see Bo.
Actually, it was a minus 11-yard punt because they're at the 24.
Okay. Even better.
You know, it's 14-0, and they're about to be in the red zone for the 5th time. But right now, they're 2 for 4 in red zone attempts.
Yeah.
And This game could already be way out of hand.
Yeah, had it not been for the interception down there, I think it's a different ball game already.
Well, they've thrown an interception in the end zone and an interception on the goal line. So,
yeah, so this game could be very different. There's a snap. Quick give of the gut to Deshaun Scott, but it's closed quickly.
Gain of about 3 right there.
That looked like that was number 455, Roy Maple, on the play. Nice play from his defensive line spot right there.
It looks like more 2, Coach. So it's probably going to be 2nd and 8. It's hard to tell. We've got the great angle that we're at right here.
It is kind of a funky angle. Wayne waiting on the snap, got doubles. Here comes pressure. He sticks it in and pulls it out of the gut right there. And receiver over there on the left side really fighting for yardage. Who is that? That's number 15. That's Matthew Kilgore right there. Nice job trying to get out of that one. Able to fight for an extra yard or 2.
Gain of 7, so we're going to be at 3rd down and about 1.
They put Alex Shepard over here on Jarrell Rhodes. They've changed him out. I like that. That's a smart move, in my opinion. They're still giving him lots of cushion. I think I might bring this slot in and play some games over there. Give to Scott right up the gut. And Dan Springs in on the play. He and Shamar Hunt for the Alabama Titans. That's okay. I thought he was a little closer than that, but
no, you.
I'm at kind of like we talked about, kind of at a funky angle.
So we got 4th down right here, Coach.
Yeah, I mean,
you know you're going for it.
Well, yeah. I haven't seen anybody that has like a great kicking game since we've been doing this. And even if you do have a great kicker, you still got to get a snap and a hold, which is a whole nother thing. As you and I both know, is not always easy to come by.
Yeah. Be kind of interesting to see. I'm surprised they're not going under center around the quarterback sneak. Oh, wouldn't be. Here we go. Oh.
Okay.
Psych out.
Looks like he's changing some things up front. Wang in the gun. Scott off to his left. Got 2 receivers split out to each side.
If he throws the ball to the slot, he's got an easy 1st down.
Touchdown. Takes a snap. Looks out to the right side. Does he stay in?
He is.
What, they going to make a call? They're talking about it.
Oh, they called him out of bounds. Oh.
I can't see down there, but I'm pretty sure that's a terrible call. That was Chad Pierce, I think, on the reception. And I really thought that was a touchdown, but I knew he was close to the line. I couldn't tell how close because of where we're at.
Yeah. Well, I saw the route. They ran smash again, and it's the same thing. They keep picking on the corners. Corners are sitting on the stop route, and there's nobody back there. And if they ran that the whole game and the corners play it the same way, there's still going to be nobody back there. So they've got them right now. That's going to be something that has to be corrected, or they're going to score 60 points.
Yeah, that one was close.
Right now, they probably should have 35 right now because that's the 5th trip to the red zone, and they've only scored twice.
5 trips to the red zone, only 2 scores.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good numbers.
They've had the ball 5 times, and all 5 times they've been in the red zone. All right, so let's just think about that for a second. And when you see these stats at halftime, it's gonna be amazing at the field position status. Unbelievable.
There's a snap. Change quarterbacks again. He's running for his life. He's just scrambling around. It's number 27. Number 27, Darius Turner at quarterback. And he's eventually cleaned up. I say he was at quarterback.
He was.
Okay. Thought that was Sampson getting up. That's one of the offensive linemen. Because Sampson's kind of a big quarterback.
Well, they fooled me twice because they put him back there, and I just assumed that when he went back there, it was going to be straight run, and he dropped back both times.
Yeah.
And on both of those things he was sacked, once for -3 and once for -2. So now, right now, on defense, the Wolves have 5 tackles for a loss and 3 sacks. So that's 8 tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Well,
and here's something else. That's 8 tackles behind the line of scrimmage, and they've only ran, 18 plays.
18 plays.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
And there's the last time out.
All right. Well, on that note, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the NDFL Championship here in beautiful Jefferson, Georgia. The Georgia Wolves up 14-0 over the Alabama Titans, but the Titans holding tough.
Coach, the stats in this game are completely ugly, but you got to give the Titans credit. They haven't folded, and they've had every opportunity to fold. They've decided they're going to spread these guys out. Now would be the time to throw the ball to 27 right there and give them a chance. A little quick screen out there. Now 25 is walking up.
A little doubles look. Sampson drops. Quick throw out to his left side. Just can't hang on.
Who broke that up? Is that 25 right there, Coach?
No, that was 15, I think.
35.
35, okay.
All right.
Ball intended for John Walker. Broken up by number 35, Oronde Barrow. I think so. Got a lot of folks leaving the stands, so I think it's got a little liquid sunshine action happening.
Well, it's been that way for the better part of the week, so why should it be any different now?
Yeah, it's been raining like crazy at home. So I'm guessing something similar is going to happen here. There's a snap. Quarterback loses the ball, and
safety?
Yep, that's going to be a safety.
It is.
Just mishandles the snap, and again, that center quarterback exchange, man.
It is.
People don't realize how important it is, but it is absolutely crucial.
That's another loss of 12 because that goes down as a running play. So, you got to credit the Wolves with a sack. Now it's a safety, so they're going to get the ball back in great field possession. And, you just wonder how long this this Titans defense can withstand this.
Well, that's the thing. You keep getting hung out to dry. Eventually you go, you know what? Let's just go home.
Took forever to get here.
That's the thing. They had to ride all the way over here. And it's not like this is just across the border, you know what I'm saying?
Nope. I'm going to say this right here, Coach. Normally you can kind of see when these things start to happen, but I'm going to say this right here. I have a feeling this kickoff return, if they kick it and it's a returnable kick, could be a very big play.
Well, you got Rhodes. Who else is back here deep? Rhodes, Ramel Peck. Who's on the far side? Is that number 8?
Looks like number 8, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know who that is this week. All right, well.
They're going to punt it, so they're not going to squib it.
Okay, probably should have squibbed it. And that's going to be Casey Randolph on the return, and there he goes around the right side with a convoy.
And there he goes.
And there he goes squirting out the side, and he's got some room, and they're going to shove him out of bounds. I really thought that was going to the house because he had a convoy.
Where did they spot him at?
Well,
at the 32-yard line.
That's where they're standing. I thought he was further down than that, but again, we're at kind of a crazy angle.
33-yard line.
So we just got an update. It is raining.
Mm-hmm.
That would explain why the ground keeps getting wet.
That was a 37-yard kick return right there.
Again, I would have squibbed it. You know, I understand the reasoning behind punting it, but the problem is if you punt it, one of those guys is going to catch it and run with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary to me.
Exactly, Coach.
Your defense has been doing a pretty good job of playing with their back to the wall, so doubles.
Can't call timeout, dude. You don't have one.
Quick hitter off the right side.
For about 3.
Big London. Again, I think that guy is going to start to wear on him. It's not going to be right this minute. That's 3 yards right now. But midway through the third quarter, that's going to be 6 or 7.
All right, so get this. The Wolves have ran 22 plays, Coach.
Okay.
And they've run it 12 times, and they've thrown it 10.
Okay.
It's pretty good balance.
It's got good balance.
Pretty good. It's really good balance, and when you're in the spread, and these are the biggest raindrops I've ever seen.
Some big old fat raindrops, man. There's a snap. Give to London around the right side, but he's going to be wrapped up quick. It's going to be a short gain.
Gain of about 1.
That's number 8, Shamar Hunt, on the play.
So we're at 3rd down again.
I will say, man, you know, this Alabama Titan defense came to play. Offense is struggling, but defense came to play.
Well, we thought their offense might struggle with the Wolves front, and it's been proven true.
Yep. There's a snap.
RPO touchdown.
There it goes. Can it get there in time? And it does. Thrown right down the gut right there. And there is a flag on the field. My guess is going to be a hold that is in the area of holding. And I'm trying to see who caught that ball. I can't see that far. Is that 15 or 35? Okay, that's probably a celebration penalty of some sort. That was number 15. That's Matthew Kilgore on the reception.
So that was a touchdown.
So, all right.
They're going to see if they want it on the kickoff.
Okay. Was it roughing?
They declined the roughing the passer. So they're going to take it on the kickoff.
Okay.
So you're now here's the thing. There's 3:25 to go. You're lining up right here. This screams zone read right here with the trip sitting over there.
Yeah, the way they're playing it. There's a snap.
False start.
All right. Well, that actually works to the advantage of the Wolves because they do better when it's not compressed. Because I will say, if you throw the ball, like the closer you get to the end zone, the harder things get.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's why people get stuck on the 2-yard line in passing league.
That's right. Worst place in the world to be in passing league is first and goal from your 2, because there's no play for that.
No.
Unless you want to run a fake play that you've never run in the game.
The play you should run is trap.
Yeah.
All right, trips out to the left. There's a snap.
Oh, he's there.
He's looking around. He's still trying to find somebody. Stays alive. And the flag goes on the ground. It's probably going to be.
Oh, they're going to call offensive pass interference, so it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete. All right. So, with 3:25 left in the half, your Georgia Wolves 22, Alabama Titans 0.
Now, here's the thing. You got this penalty, so the kickoff's going to be from the 50. Do you onside kick and try to steal this possession right here?
Yeah.
Or do you kick it deep, knowing that you're going to hold them, hoping you get better field position?
Well, you've only got 2 timeouts left.
This is true.
So, I go ahead. Their offense hasn't done anything to speak of. I go ahead and try and steal possession right now because I got to give it back to them at half.
Here's the thing, too. Yeah, they've got to kick off to start the second half. So here's the deal, Bo. This is the key thing right here. The rain. Do you kick it deep and hope that you can get a fumble? Because it's now raining pretty good.
Yeah. We're just discussing hating the rain. One of my best years, I was in the box. I coached running backs, and they put me in the box, and it rained every Friday.
Why are they moving the ball back? Wasn't there a penalty? There was a penalty.
Yeah.
That's what the White Hat's telling them right now.
Yeah. They're going to figure it out.
They got it.
There you go, man. Get them. All right. Well,
All right, we got it now. They're on the game.
there we go.
Let's see. I'm watching this coach. I'm trying to see if he's telling them something. He just switched guys on this kickoff front. See, you got guys wearing 59 up there. It might be time to dribble one at that guy.
Demetrius Williams and Alex Shepard deep for Alabama.
They're going to kick a squibber.
Kilgore punches it through the end
And
zone.
it's going to be a touchback, and it's going to go all the way to the back fence and
Gonna
leave Jefferson.
Go to the parking lot. And pick the ball up at the CVS. Well, that's going to give them actually probably not bad field position. What's their average starting field position?
No, it's not good, Coach.
What's their average starting?
It's probably going to end up being right about the 20-yard line.
Okay, so they going to the end zone is a good thing for them.
Because they're going to get it at the 25.
That's a bonus.
And you got 2 timeouts left, and, we're watching this game. We know right now that the Titans offense hasn't done anything. If they run the ball on first down, do you spend your first timeout?
Yeah.
If they throw it and it's incomplete, you're not going to waste it. But if they run it on first down, you spend it and give yourself a chance.
Well, if you're the Titans right here, you feel like you got to run the ball. You got to get out of the half.
I think they're going to. They got the two running back set back there.
Yep, traditional gun. And the ball's on the ground. It's a race to the football.
Good Lord.
Yep, I'll go ahead and call a timeout right here.
I would. Loss of 10.
Yep, but they're going to. They're going to let it run. And if I'm the Titans, I'll let this thing run all the way down before I snap it. But they don't have a timeout left, so they can't call timeout.
Heck, I'd take the delay.
Take the delay.
But there's what we were talking about. Kick it deep. Maybe the weather will play havoc with them.
Yeah. All right, welcome back to the NDFL championship game here in beautiful Jefferson, Georgia. Slot, traditional. Your Wolves up 22-0. 2 minutes left in the half.
I think that's Dan Spring.
But
no,
the Alabama Titans just come off their biggest play. Change quarterbacks. There's a snap. Quick give around the left side, sort of. But Titans had some stuff to say about that. Some Wolves had some stuff to say about that. Number 17, Cedric Herndon. And then number 45, Markel Newton in there smashing the play.
-5, Coach. 2nd and 15, and the clock ticks.
Yeah, they're just going to let this run out.
I would. I would make them throw a penalty on me for a delay of game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much more of this the Alabama Titans sideline can withstand. Because the other thing is I don't see a whole lot of numbers on both sides of the ball.
Nope.
So they line up, trips out to the right-hand side. Quarterback in the gun, he drops.
Nice move.
He ducks. He's headed out. Oh. And threw it right to Marquise Peaks. And I'm sure all Peaks could think about was standing in the end zone. Because there was nobody out there.
That was a touchdown, Coach.
And it just went right through his hands. Right through his hands. And I know it's wet.
I mean, uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is not good. White hat threw a flag right at the Alabama Titans sideline.
Yeah. I have a sneaking suspicion that Reggie's going to, when I say Reggie, it's not like we're friends, but that Reginald, where's my sheet? There it is. Reginald Ruffin had some words of wisdom over there. Okay. Waving it off. Waving it off, called a sideline warning.
I've been coaching for a long time, Coach. I've never seen a white hat throw a flag that far at the sideline.
Yeah, I take a lot of flags, man. I take a lot of flags, and I've never gotten that one.
Dude, he threw that thing 20 yards right at the sideline. The bad part about this is it's third down.
Well, I think he was just trying to get his attention on that one.
Well, he got it. He got everybody's attention now. I was like, hey. You don't hardly ever see that, and that was the bad thing about it is they stopped the clock. So now by doing that, they give the Wolves a chance to call a timeout right here and get the ball
There's
back.
a snap. Quarterback.
That's a fumble.
He fumbled the ball. He threw it on the ground.
He's hurt too, Coach. That's why.
He threw it on the ground. He must have planted and turned funny. But he straight up just threw the ball on the ground.
I'm surprised they didn't call that an incomplete pass.
How would you call that one if the ball never raises up and he throws it towards the ground? Is that a fumble?
I don't think you could call it anything but a fumble on that particular.
I mean, you can't classify that as a throw in motion.
No.
But then again, this is not a throw in motion either.
That is true.
And we pass the ball like that all the time.
We do.
And I know people can't see that at home, but when we give the jet, we just kind of toss it up in the air so that way if it's dropped, it's an incomplete pass, not a fumble.
So, I mean, it didn't look good because he didn't get hit when he went down. That's one of those things you always are afraid of. Non-contact injuries are not good.
Well, yeah, that's unfortunate.
So right now there's 50 seconds, depending on what they call this. If they call this a fumble or an incomplete pass, we're going to have an opportunity right here. It doesn't look good.
No, that's a knee.
Yeah. All right. So as of right now in this game, looking at a little recap right here, Coach. It's 22-0. As we sit right here, the Titans are, as bad as this says, they're at minus 11 yards of offense. All right.
And that's about what I would have figured.
They're at minus 11 yards of offense right here. And when you're in a game like this, their defense has played probably better than you would. I think they did call it a incomplete pass.
That's a gift.
And they called it an incomplete pass. So, I mean, so we'll take that off. So now they're back at minus 6. All right. But, you know, they've completed 2 passes. They completed one for 8 yards and one for minus 7. And, you know, right now you're looking at the Wolves. They have 196 yards passing and 3 touchdowns in this half. That's pretty good for a whole game most times. That's in this half. All right. And then, you know, they haven't ran the ball great, but it's been pretty good. He got back.
There's a snap, and it was a bad one. It was on the ground. He's a rugby-style kicker.
That was a really good
Okay,
punt.
but I'm pretty sure he's designated a runner once he starts running like that.
Yeah,
because he can run forward with the football. I don't know, maybe look for some clarification over here. Once he punts that ball, is he not still a runner? Okay, that's what I was thinking.
So
that's how it's been explained to me that once he takes off with that football, he's on his own.
So did they throw a flag?
There's no more protection. There was a flag on the sideline over there. Personal foul.
They called roughing the kicker.
You can't do that if he's running the football.
So if they called a personal foul right there, then that should give.
I don't understand. Maybe there's something that I didn't see.
So it's going to be a first down. Or is it?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, it is. So that's going to be the Titans' third first down of the first half.
Again, this is one of those times where somebody's telling me to calm down.
That'd be. Would you be out there trying to search the flag to kick it, Coach? I just want to know.
That's happened one time. I kicked a flag one time.
It was great, though.
And it stays with me forever.
Yeah, but it wasn't in
That's
one.
why I keep telling the kids, what you do, echoes an eternity, so you better be mindful of what you do.
All right, so now we've gone back. We've switched quarterbacks again. So you got to wonder, you've had one injury we know of. Is this something that's going to be like that for the rest of the game?
Snaps on the ground, quick throw out.
Ooh.
And nobody there but Wolves. Uh-oh. The corner right there pulled up kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
DeMichael Borders looks like he's struggling a little bit there.
That didn't look good.
No, he looks gimpy right now. I think I'd probably come at him right this second. And they are moving Demetrius Williams and Alex Shepard over here.
Yeah.
Probably their best tandem.
See if they run a little switch route again.
Well, there's a snap, pretty decent snap.
They ran, it's picked.
And that's right there for Casey Randolph. And there he goes down the sideline. He's got some help. He had somebody turn back to look at him.
They were fixing to have a fight right here.
Looks like number 52. That's Tanner Johnston getting a little upset right there. Getting a little upset. I mean, yeah, well, frustration gets the best of all of us, Frustration gets the best of all of us, and we're getting ready to see here in about another 20 minutes. Going to watch the Heat make cowards of us all.
Yes. No, you are not lying about that.
Because the humidity here in Georgia, buddy, after it rains, when it starts getting hot, my Lord, it is awful.
Okay, so that was a interception and a 32-yard return right there. And it sets up
the smash route.
Yeah, it does.
Because here it comes.
So the Wolves take over at the Titans' 38-yard line, and it's either going to be smash route to the field or this switch post down here, which is what they ran the last time.
So you saying Gary Craig's going to catch a touchdown or Jarrell Rhodes? Which one? All right, welcome back here to the NDFL championship game. Right back to action right here. Got an empty set. Wang at quarterback for the Wolves. He drops. He's got a little time, throws across the middle.
Ooh, that was interesting.
And
had a little seam route right there. But he had 13 running down the left sideline with nobody on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was telling him. He was looking at the sideline and telling him to run the same play.
And they're gonna call a timeout.
They can't call timeout. They didn't have another one.
Well, that's the bonus timeout. A lot of people don't know this.
If you want another timeout, I guess you get it.
If you have your punch card.
You earned a timeout.
You have your punch card with you at all the games all season.
You get a free timeout.
You get a free timeout in the championship game. A lot of people don't know that. One of those little intricacies of the NDFL.
Well, this is going to be the last play of the first half unless something really strange happens.
Well, that's kind of what happens when we're watching.
Yep. The middle of the field is screaming wide open.
All right. Wang, there's a snap. Gets okay protection. Got heat from the left side.
There's the middle of the field.
Get it out.
Hello.
Jarrell Rhodes. Jarrell Rhodes was running across the middle. And it almost looked like Dan Springs just put his hand up. I was like, hey, where are you going?
Okay.
Because he just got sat down, buddy.
That was a 14-yard completion that he could have done without. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just sat him down. Well, we're going to give a quick recap of what's occurred, So here we are at halftime. The Wolves leading 22-0 over the Alabama Titans. However, the Wolves have been in the red zone, 5 times?
5 times.
5 times in
2
the
of
red
5.
zone? And they're 2 of 5 in the red zone.
And they scored once from 30 yards out. So, I mean, literally, if they'd have scored every time in the red zone, you could be looking at 44-0 right here, 46-0, something like that.
Yeah, this game could very well be a blowout. I think the Titans have done a great job of.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.
Ready to come out of halftime, but before we do, the greatest statistician this side of the Mississippi, Craig Chapman. What you got for us, Coach Chapman?
All right, we're going to start with the Georgia Wolves. First of all, on defense, they had 7 tackles for a loss for 38 yards. They had 4 sacks for 25 yards. They recovered 1 fumble and returned it 1 yard. They broke up 6 passes, and they had 1 interception that was returned 32 yards. They had 6 penalties for 50 yards. They averaged 24 yards on kickoff returns, 12 yards on punt returns. Their average starting field position was the 41-yard line. They had 7 first downs in the first half. They converted 33% of their after-point attempts. They didn't punt. They were 40% in the red zone. They were 0 for 2 on fourth down for 0%. They were 1 for 4 on third down for 25%. They rushed the ball 13 times for 30 yards for a 2.3 yard per carry. They threw it 14 times, completed 8 for 210 yards, which is 26 yards per completion. They had 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Now, for the Alabama Titans, it was an ugly story. They rushed it 13 times for -7 yards and a -0.5 yard per carry. I don't think I've ever seen that. They threw it 11 times, completed 2 for 1 yard for a 0.5 yards per completion. They threw one interception. They had 1 third down conversion in 7 attempts for 14%. 0 for 1 on fourth down for 0%. They were not in the red zone at all in the first half. They punted 3 times for 15 yards, including 1 for -11 yards. The average field position was their own 22-yard line. They had 3 penalties for 35 yards. They averaged 17 yards per kick return. They had 2 sacks for 16 yards, and they had 2 tackles for a loss for 2 yards. They also had 2 interceptions, and they had a 14-yard return on the first one and a 39-yard return on the second one. And if they didn't have those 2 interceptions, the score would be much worse than 22-0.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. We're getting ready to kick off right here. Kilgore's lining up for the Wolves. And there's the kick, and it's a fairly deep kick.
Oh, he's
dropped by Alex Shepard.
And dropped
he fumbles
again.
it around. The ball's up for grabs. People are kicking it around.
Titans, I think the Wolves got it. They had to get it. They were the only people there to get it.
Well, there's a bunch of them back there. Again, the entire kickoff team is there.
They got it.
And it is a Wolves ball. That's not a good way for the Titans to start the half.
That's the worst way to start the half. That was not good.
And they've got a man down.
And I think it's the return
I think it's
man.
Alex Shepard because he was trying to get the ball, but there was a lot of stuff happening right there. I mean, the Wolves have somebody that appears to be shaken up as well. He looks a little wobbly trying to come off the field. That's number 55 for the Wolves. That's Addison Smith. He looks shaken up. Pulling out his shoulder pads, kind of limping a little bit, but we'll see.
I don't know if he's shaken up, Coach, or if it's just 7,000 degrees outside on that turf.
Okay. And Alex Shepard was apparently just wanting to know if the crowd was on their feet because he pops up and runs off the field.
Everybody see how the crowd was taking it?
Yeah. Is the crowd on their feet? Get up.
Is everybody staring?
Yeah. Get up off the ground.
So it will be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. And
do you remember playing for C.W. Campbell and him saying that if you're laying on the field, you better be 10 toes up?
so I can remember Coach Hughes giving the speech about, don't worry about how the crowd's taking it. If there's not something broken, sticking out, or bleeding, you better get up and run off the field.
I can remember hopping off the field trying to get off.
Mm-hmm. I do remember all of these things that were said. So now they start in the red zone. So this is the 6th trip to the red zone. And they're in doubles again, Coach. So, this could right here be the end of the game, really.
Yeah, some sort of combo route on both sides, I'm sure.
RPO.
There's a snap.
Nope, just straight inside
Quick
zone.
give to Mr. London around the right side. He runs inside and then breaks back out. And the sticks were in the wrong place. They're like they were going the opposite direction.
I have no idea what I just saw.
I think that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. I guess there's no gain.
No, I think he actually gained 2, but
whatever, man.
Well, that's bad.
Here we go. Wang waits on the snap. There's a snap. Looks out to his right side.
Touchdown.
And that's Jarrell Rhodes with the ball, and that's a touchdown.
Wow.
I tell you what, he's having a really good day.
Touchdown, man. It's
Oh, and now he's taking out his teammates.
wow.
Yes, little gun action.
I don't think that would be allowed in our league, Coach. Do you think so?
I tell you what, I'd be pretty upset about that one. Again, somebody be telling me to calm down.
Nah, I think that there would be a mass sideline explosion if one of our guys decided to do that. I don't think anybody would be able to tell you to calm down because I think we'd all be doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's here you get a little different look.
Fumble.
Puts the ball on the ground.
You can pick this thing up and run.
It's a
right?
scramble. But that attempted to hand off right there to London. Just could not get the ball to him. Looked like maybe he thought that Wayne was going to pull it.
Yep.
And he didn't.
I was surprised that they didn't throw the RPO on first down, even though the sticks were wrong.
Yeah.
No shots at the referees. We've got one of the nice guys sitting up here with us today. Can't be too cruel, can we, Coach?
Although I will say we stand corrected on a remark we made earlier about the punter being a runner. Apparently, the way he's always been explained to me is he's a runner. Once he's designated a runner, he's a runner.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a runner, and he rolled out. But once he gets the punt off,
he's
a punter again.
Which means you can't
Which
destroy
I guess kind of makes sense because if a quarterback rolls out and he's a runner, but then once he throws the ball, now he's protected as a passer.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense.
And you know what? We appreciate the explanation, so now we'll know.
That is one of the things I love is when the guys in the stripes talk to me. If you'll just talk to me, I might not always agree, but if you'll just talk to me, that's so much better.
Yes, I the coach get back and all that stuff I don't like. If you're going to tell me what I did wrong or what we did wrong, that's fine.
Nice deep kick driven to the goal line. Ooh, that didn't look good.
No, it did not.
That was Demetrius Williams on the return, kind of snatched down. And I thought maybe he hit a snag on the ground right there, and he went down kind of funny. But appears to be just fine.
They start at the 20, Coach. So what you got? You're down 28. There's 13:47 left to go in the championship game, and you haven't been able to block these guys, which means you can't run the football. You can't pass protect. So right now your offense is really looking for answers. So where do you go from here?
You got to screen. You have to.
I'm with you, Coach. I think there's another thing that you could go to right here if you really wanted to, and you could throw shallow cross. Now, we haven't talked about that. That's one of our staples. But I'm a big shallow cross guy, and I think if you did that would give you an opportunity.
See, to me, it takes a while for that shallow to develop.
I'm talking about running the back out.
Okay, that makes sense.
You got to get something going one way, so you give them a little cross read.
There's a snap. Sampson gives right up the gut.
Inside zone right there.
Play made by Rashad Randolph right there, number 53. Carry was by number 27, Darius Turner for the Titans.
Turner picked up 3 right there, so it's 2nd and 7.
I tell you what, that's a great run for them.
And that's a great start to the second half, considering the first half went backwards. They've already doubled their yards per carry, so yeah, that was
Tripled it, actually.
That was a smart aleck remark. I apologize.
Quadrupled.
Okay.
Quintupled.
All right. I'm not a math major. You've made your point.
All right, here we go. Slot out to the right-hand side, traditional gun backfield. A little quick give to the right side.
Okay.
And I like that. There's still some scrap in Alabama.
Yeah, I'm digging this.
Darius Turner going to pick up what looks to be about 4.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, you know, there's a lot of things that you learn in sports, Coach. You learn a lot of things about yourself. Football is a great teacher, but most of the time, if you've played football, you understand when things aren't going your way. But you know, you can control things like attitude and effort. And these guys are showing that they got a little pride in themselves right here, because it'd be real easy to just pack up this thing and go home. It took a long time to get here. The game hadn't gone their way. And right now, they didn't come out in the second half after that. And they had a fumble, so they could have come out and just said, nah, we're not doing this. And
quick throw by Sampson out to the slot man.
First down.
It's going to be a first down. That's what I'm talking about, a quick throw. And this is what they should have done from the get-go. Put together a drive.
Mm-hmm.
Put together a drive. And while, you know, I see a few substitutions for the Wolves, but not enough to make a difference because they rotate defensive linemen anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so this is not some subpar unit that the Wolves have put out here. They're still scratching off the football, but
that was a 15-yard gain right there, Coach. That wasn't no cheap gain right there.
Trips out to the left side this time for the Titans. Sampson in the gun. There's a snap.
Yikes.
Yeah. And, you know, there's certain cats you got to block. Markel Newton is one of them. He's had a big day.
Golly.
As has a large number of the Wolves defense.
So that was a loss of 3 right there, Coach.
You know, that's certainly not how you want to start a series.
Well, you know, they've given themselves a chance. They got the first down, and they moved a little bit, and then now, you know, they have the 3-yard loss. But you got to come back and throw that slant on first down. You got to come back and do something like that. You can't just be run, pass, punt. You can't be the 1987 Falcons offense. All right? So, I mean, you know, my father would scream about that on Sunday afternoons, and, you know, the older I've gotten, they're supposed to go in motion. There he goes. Now he's going.
There goes John in motion from left
That's
to right.
That's illegal.
He went forward. And there's a quick throw that's a one-hopper.
I can tell you right now, as an OC, when you see something like that, everybody in the stands is yelling at you because that was ugly.
Yeah. But, again, you know, we often talk about, you know, how often these guys get to practice together.
Exactly.
You know, I think about how ugly some of the stuff that we try to do is, and we practice every day. Every day.
And they have a right to yell at me. But when you're yelling at me, just make sure you yell Coach Chapman so that everybody thinks you're yelling at my brother.
Now, we don't typically break something out in front of people that hadn't been run a gazillion times, but there are times where we put new guys out there where it looks kind of crazy.
We've drawn it up in the dirt at halftime a couple of times.
Sampson takes a snap. He drops, looks out to his left, and almost picked right there off the hands of, I think that's number 21, Joshua Mosteler. And I'm sure I just butchered your name, buddy. I apologize for that.
You're right, Coach. It's 21.
Yeah, because I know he was playing over the slot, and he's inconsolable right now.
Well, they had a good idea right there. The problem is that if he throws that ball to the guy running down the seam, you know, the problem is he's fixing to get lit up by the safety. I mean, absolutely.
Well, yeah, he's going to turn and get a mouthful of Casey Randolph. But
it was fixing to be
on this
bad.
particular play, Gary Craig, you know.
They're doubling the gunners right here on this punt.
Well,
They're trying to take this thing to the house.
Casey Randolph's not back there anymore. I hope he's all right. And they call that offsides. Gary Craig fields the ball at about the 28-yard line.
He gets over here. He's got
makes the first man miss, but they spin him, and he goes back the other way, and he's running back towards the people.
And he still gained 10 yards.
He fought for that one. That was a hard fault return right there. tell you what, that was nicely done. I do wonder where Casey Randolph is. I'm looking for him on the sideline. He's on break.
He's on break. I like that.
He must be with the union.
Well,
I take third quarter off.
so we're going to start here. It's going to be first down and 10 at about the 40-yard line for the Georgia Wolves with a 28-0 lead. Coach, I don't know how they would run this. I don't know if they have a mercy rule in the championship game.
I doubt it. I imagine it's a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter, although the NFL doesn't do anything like that.
No.
So, yeah, I think you just keep getting beat.
That's not something good.
No. Wang in the gun. Scott off to his left-hand side. Doubles to each side. And sticks it in. Pulls it out. A little RPO action. Nicely done.
Really nice. Very nice.
Pass complete to Earl Horn. Earl Horn gave us a little flash of some old Walter Payton there.
Holding the ball out.
Holding the ball like a loaf of bread for his mama.
That was a really nice play.
That always scares me when guys carry the ball like that because few people are strong enough to actually hold on to the ball like that. Wang in the gun again, same look.
RPO
same
again. Thing. Touchdown.
Gives it to him on the go.
Oh, he dropped it.
I think that was Craig right there running down the middle.
No, I'm right here.
I was thinking Gary Craig, but I hear you.
Dude, if he hits him, if that ball's a little bit lower, I know it wasn't a bad throw.
Yeah, but if he hits him on the run, yeah, it's touchdown.
As a quarterback coach, I'm yelling, catch the ball right here, but I'm also in film study telling my guys right now, get the ball down where he can catch it and run, because if you hit him in stride right there, he runs to the soccer goal and Pele's it.
Yeah. Nice. That would be a nice touchdown celebration.
Just rip your jersey over your head and run around.
Here we go. There's a snap. Lots of heat. Oh,
Fumble.
Ball's up in the air.
They got it.
And I'm pretty sure that's Shamar Hunt with the football.
Fumble was caused by number 21, Coach. I can tell you that much right now.
Number 21, that'll be Javi Grace.
And it was recovered by number 8.
And I wonder how many people call Javi JV.
Yeah.
JV reminds me of a story. One time my mother-in-law was watching a class at church, watching little kids, and she couldn't get this little boy to do anything. And my wife came in and said, "What's wrong?" She said, "This little boy won't do anything I tell him." And she said, "Well, what's his name, Mama?" And she said, "Enrique."
Enrique?
And she said, "Enrique?" She said, "Well, where's his stuff?" And turns out the little boy's name is Enrique.
Enrique. Enrique's not answering to Enrique.
No, my mother-in-law's from a place called Chilton County, Alabama, where all the county roads are still dirt. So not a lot of Enrique's there.
There you go. All right. What we got here? Doubles, Coach?
Yeah, so it seems. Doubles look Big Sampson back there at quarterback. I'm surprised he hadn't just ripped the line in half, turned this thing to the game. And there's a snap, and he drops, quick throw out to the right side, a little quick screen action, and it's going to be a big play for him.
There you go.
That's number 4 on the reception. Again, buddy, you played a really good game, but I don't know your name, and there's a flag.
Uh-oh, we got flags.
2 flags.
We're going to have some offsetting penalties right here.
I don't know. Anybody catch that action? I was watching the end of the play over there. Did not see what happened over here.
Oh, you just threw another flag. You don't ever get to see the referee throw his hat. Now, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's.
Number 21 get kicked out of the game?
He got a flag for taking the helmet off on the field.
Yeah, that's.
Where that hat come from?
Yeah, he's a little upset.
He got the. We've just been told up here in the box that he was the one that got the flag for taking his helmet off, and this might be the longest penalty I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's.
That's a 30-yard penalty right there. That is a 30-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Back-to-back 15 yards. I've seen that before. I saw it at Colquitt County. They called back-to-back personal fouls on our defense one night, and Colquitt County got 30 yards in penalties, scored a touchdown, and beat us 17-13. That was exactly how they moved down the field. They got 2 30-yard penalties and scored a touchdown to go up 14-7.
Jeez, man. And just like that, the Titans are in the red zone.
Yes, they are. First time all day.
Here we go. Doubles look for them. Sampson in the gun. There he is. Pops up.
Fade route.
He's going to throw it to John.
Out of bounds.
And pass intended for John Walker. Well defended.
It was.
By the Wolves.
Let's go back and talk about it. I've seen that twice in 20 years. You know how rare what we just saw was?
Yeah, the back-to-back personal fouls.
I would say I'd never seen it, but I actually have seen it.
Tell you what, we've seen a lot of personal fouls, especially over the last few years. Thanks to guys like Luke Campbell.
Yeah, but that was because he wanted to block everybody on a punt return without them seeing him.
Yeah.
He left a wake.
Referee running down the field with a 5-gallon bucket of flags, just throwing them on the ground.
Which number, Coach? 10. All right.
You don't even argue that one. Okay. Sampson in the gun. Got a stack double look over here on this side.
RPO. He just
coming out.
That's
ball's
picked.
Up in the air, and it's picked right there.
Might be 100 yards, Coach.
Here we go. He's got some space. He's got a couple guys out in front. There's flags all over the ground.
Block in the back.
And he's going to be run out of bounds. Picked off by number 10 to Michael Borders. But the big thing is they're going to get out of the red zone. You know, that ball's going the other direction.
Well, he returned that thing 28 yards, Coach.
Yeah, but they're going to back it up at least 15.
Unfortunately.
Where's number 21? Is he still losing his mind?
I don't know. We could go and look, but I don't think he's come back on the field. He might be sitting on the bench. He is, Coach. He's sitting on the bench.
Yeah, he's I tell you what, if you took a personal foul and came off the field screaming at me, it's probably not going to – you're probably done.
Wow.
At least for the day. Okay, he's trying to explain to Mr. London what occurred there. Well, I'm sure he didn't mean to. Yeah, that's always my thing. He didn't mean to. He didn't do it on purpose.
They gave him,
There's no malicious intent there.
This is the worst starting field position of the night.
But they work good like this.
Yes, they do. I would expect to see sooner or later they're going to throw the smash route again. I know it's 28-0, but you know this is the last time you're going to play, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So I mean,
run your offense, man.
You know, you got to have something to go into the off season with right here.
Wang right there fakes the London,
slant,
comes across the middle to Jarrell Rhodes, and they pick him up and they're just like running him around.
That's 14 more yards, Coach. This is impressive. They run this RPO pretty good.
That's nicely done. What was the call right there? Horse collar. Okay.
Okay.
Now, can you call a horse collar on someone who's not carrying against somebody who's not carrying a football? Okay.
Yeah. We are learning up here, ladies and gentlemen.
I tell you what, I love having a rules official up here. You know, us being able to talk to somebody in Los Angeles about that call.
We got the replay official up here with us.
We do. We have the replay official.
Hey, this is a mistake for everybody in our league because now we know what's going on.
I tell you what, man. The more I know the rules.
The people for years have said we don't know what's going on, so now we can tell them they're wrong.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're playing up tight on this slot right here. I'll tell you that right now. There's a snap, fakes to London, pulls the ball out, throws a little out route. Craig stays up, and he gets to the sideline.
Wow.
Where he's going to be ridden out of bounds after a nice gain. Looks like he went out about the 44 or 46.
17 more yards. They've got this thing figured out, Coach.
You know, and they're just not a running team. I know people that would say, you know, hey, why would you do this? You're up by 28 points. You know, but it's still the third quarter.
When you're averaging less than or about 2 yards per carry, and when you're averaging 27 yards of completion, you throw the football.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
And, you know, people will give him a hard time. But, I mean, if that's your offense, that's your offense.
People don't give Mike Leach a hard time because he'll talk on him in pirate. Gar, leave me alone.
In pirate, you say?
Yes. He already thinks he is one.
All right, there's a doubles look again. And again, they're rolled up tight. Give to Mr. London around the right side, and they're just swarming him.
And there you go. You wanted them to run the ball. They run the ball for -3. I guarantee you they throw the RPO on this one.
I really thought at this point, though, he'd be pounding them.
I mean, these guys, you talk about things that people do well. I think the Wolves know what they do well. They're not a run-first team. They pass protect great. They don't block the run plays really well. But we've seen very little pressure on the quarterback.
I will agree with that.
Screen
to London out on the left side, and he takes the ball, but it's going to be a short gain because they close quick.
Gain of 3.
And he got out there, and Mr. London's a big guy, but oftentimes I watch running backs do this, even that are big guys. They get out in the open, and then they decide they're going to shake somebody.
Yeah, and they stop.
When in reality, your best bet is to keep running. And, it's always comical to me when you have a guy that weighs, he looks like he's probably 230, 240 from up here anyway.
Yeah. He's not a small man.
And, you get out there and you decide you're going to dance. No, you run over the first guy, and then you let the next guy clip your ankles and fall on the ground. You fall forward, and it's 7 yards.
Under 2:15 here to go in the third quarter. Third down for the Wolves.
A little pressure off the edge right there from Grace. Ball intended for Jarrell Rhodes, almost picked right there by Danny Springs for the Titans.
The bad part about it is when he stepped up right there, he stepped up into his guard. If he steps up and his guard isn't there and he has a chance to set his feet and throw the ball, that's a completion and probably a first down. They're going for this. Up 28, you don't really have much fear. You haven't given up anything.
Nah, your defense has played great. You gave them the ball on the 18-yard line, and they couldn't do anything with it.
I'd be really weary of the middle of the field right here, especially if they blitz.
There you go. And they bring heat,
and
the ball comes out.
Touchdown.
And there goes Bostic, and he's going to score. And he does a little slide step and stomps it to the end zone. And if that might be Mr. Wang, who's down on the ground right there. I don't know if he's holding his head in disgust or if he's actually injured.
I think that is him.
Yeah, I think he's just disgusted with himself. He seems pretty ticked off. Defense better hurry up and jog on out there. And but this is one of those deals where if you're on the defensive side of the football, you're going, really?
We've thrown a shutout at you at
really?
These guys.
We're throwing a goose egg up, and you guys let them score.
These guys got 3 first downs in the first half. They got 2 first downs in the second half. We got 5 first downs the whole game, and you just gave them 6 points.
We keep giving you the ball back, and this is how you repay us. You let them score.
It makes us look good, though, Coach, because we did say before the game started that the Wolves' defense was their trademark.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Now, their offense has been good, but they've left tons of points on the board.
But, that's the thing is with football, he's on this side of the fence. That's great.
Yeah,
he's on this side of the fence. He's so ticked off. That's so funny.
If there was a concession stand down here, I'd think he was going to the concession stand.
I'm going to get something to eat. I'm tired.
Are they going to kick this thing?
It looks like it.
Oh, this is going to be great.
I'll tell you what, man, a snap and a hold right here. When you need it, it's one of the hardest things you'll ever have to get.
I appreciate this. They're going to try to kick this. How? They're 7 yards deep, Coach.
All right. That's number 4 lining up to kick it.
He's their punter, too. It's blocked.
Well, it went through.
False start.
Yep. Now you got to hit it from 5 yards further.
Now, let me ask you a question. If they take this penalty, which they will, and you decide you don't want to kick it, do you get the ball at the 8?
That's a good question.
So if you decide you're going to go from 2 now because you can't kick the ball this far.
But, you know, it seems to me that every team would be like, hey, does anybody know anybody who plays club soccer somewhere, who plays old man soccer somewhere? Let's go get a guy, put a helmet on him, and let him kick it. There's a snap. It's up, and I think that's good.
No, hit the upright.
No.
Oh, man.
Off the
plenty
upright.
of leg. Plenty of leg.
Man, that's a bummer.
That was awesome. He hammered that thing.
So with 1:51 left in the third quarter, your Georgia Wolves 28, Alabama Titans 6.
Think we'll see a new quarterback this time?
For the Titans?
Yeah. No,
for the Wolves?
For the Wolves.
Well, if Mr. Wang's at the concession stand, then I would say yes.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Be interesting to see what happens right here. You know, you got to think that sooner or later, if you know you've got the opportunity to get the ball back, you have to onside kick right here, don't you?
Yeah,
it is the championship game,
yeah,
correct?
you can't play to only be down by 22 points.
You got to do something to try to get the ball back. If you kick it deep, there's a chance this guy's going to run the ball back. They were close the last time they did it too.
But you know what I was talking about earlier is that it's so easy to be good on defense if you have good athletes. Good athletes and good coaches, you can play really good defense.
You can.
Offense, man, there's a lot more that goes into it. Timing and chemistry. Coaching the offensive line, there's no group that needs more chemistry than that.
You're right.
To get 5 guys to work together every play. That's hard to do sometimes.
Well, just think about it. 2 years ago when the Falcons played in the Super Bowl, every one of their linemen made it unscathed throughout the year. They played the same 5 guys from left tackle to right tackle all the way to the Super Bowl. And in the Super Bowl, in the second half, you had a center that was playing literally on a broken leg. Alex Mack had a broken leg, and then you lost one tackle, and then you lost the other tackle. You didn't lose the other tackle. He was just playing with a, ripped up, whatever it was, shoulder or ankle. And it showed because all year the offense had moved how it wanted to, and it didn't late.
Ball picked up right there by number 89. He cuts up the middle. Looks like he was going to make a play right there. Brought down by number 4 for the Titans. But that was little number 89 for the Wolves. Sorry, buddy, but I don't know your name. But I was really kind of hoping for him there.
That would have been interesting. If he would have broke that one little thing, got back out to this sideline, it could have been fun to watch.
Yeah, because he's pretty quick.
Yes, he is.
But it's just so hard, man, to get a group of guys. I think about I've been on staffs where I was 0-10 2 times in my life.
Been there, done it.
Coached the offensive line both times, and both times never had the same 5 guys 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's rough now, Coach. I can tell you this much. My first year as a head coach, I had the same offensive line for the first 2 games of the year, and then I had to replace my center. And the guy that replaced my starting center had never played organized football a day in his life. And that was fun. And he did a great job for us. I ain't going to lie. He was a smart kid, and he knew everything to all the line calls. But, man, I was worried the night before that game.
It's scary. There's a quick snap, quick give to Deshaun right there. Deshaun Scott fighting for
nice
yards.
Run. Very nice run.
Gets his hand down, was able to stay up. Looks like Shamar Hunt out there on the play. He and Javi Grace.
About 7 on that, Coach. That's pretty close to being one of their, best running plays outside of the 25-yard run for a touchdown that was called back for the block in the back.
Looks like they're going up tempo again.
It'd be interesting to see if they scale this thing back in the fourth quarter. It is a 3-score game, so it's not like it's completely
Wang drops, quick throw out to the right side. That's going to be incomplete. That ball intended for Craig.
And he threw it way away from me, so I couldn't catch it.
Yeah, I got one better for you with your center story. They're stopping the clock.
Yeah, incomplete pass.
I got one better for you. My first-string center goes down with shoulder.
Yeah.
And we're going to Piedmont, and my backup center, who was also pretty good, calls me and goes, "Coach, I've been throwing up. I'm not going to make it."
Oh.
There's a snap. Wang rolls to his right.
Oh,
tries to get
wow.
to Craig off Alex Shepard's chest, though.
Wow.
That should have gone the other way, but Alex Shepard, I think, maybe saw Wang right there and was like, nah, I'm not going to catch it. So
yeah, that was third down. We're going to look here. Are they going to punt? Haven't punted today.
You got to. But we get off the bus at Piedmont, and I'm teaching my right tackle how to snap.
Yeesh.
Before the game starts.
Ooh.
Oh, man, it was a rough evening.
So
it was a rough evening.
Is number 53 the punter, Coach?
That's Rashad Randolph. I think so.
If he's the punter, you don't want to break this. Because if you get to him, it's going to end ugly.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to rugby punt.
Might run for a first down.
There's a snap. Oh, he bobbles the snap.
False start.
They're going to call false start. They're going to back him up.
They're lucky for that one.
Javi Grace came through clean.
Yeah, they caught a break right there. That was not going to be a good thing. And then we just talked about it. It's 28-6. The third down play, the ball hit the corner right in the chest. If he picks that and runs it back, there's a chance.
I'm telling you, I think Alex Shepard saw Peter Wang and was like, he's the Wolves quarterback and was thinking about what he did the last guy to pick one off. And was like, you know what, man? Yeah, they got to punt it. So there's a snap. Gets good pressure, but it gets a nice high punt off. Going to be fielded by Demetrius Williams over there on the right side of the field. And he tries to go down his own sideline.
About a 5-yard gain right there on that punt return, Coach.
Nice play by what looks like Kilgore on the play.
He literally kicked that ball 41 yards.
That was a nice punt.
Not bad.
It wasn't even a spiral. It was just kind of flipping around. You guys got a strong leg. So we found out that Rashad Randolph's a multi-talented guy.
Yes, he is.
You know who held who actually, when he played high school ball in Miami, actually had a 43.5-yard punt average?
I do not know, so tell me.
Warren Sapp.
Nicely done.
Warren Sapp, a little football trivia there, folks.
All right. So Warren Sapp was a punter.
He's also a really good wrestler.
He was also a really good defensive lineman that I think Brett Favre absolutely hated.
He was one of my favorites when he was at Tampa Bay.
Now, I can't have any favorites at Tampa Bay because I don't like Tampa Bay, Coach.
You know, lots of people hate Tampa Bay, and I understand. I get it. You know.
It's a great place to go.
I don't even like Tampa Bay. Ybor City's okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What do they call it, false start or offsides?
They anticipated the snap on that one. I'm pretty sure they're going to call offsides.
They are going to call offsides.
Our guy, too, made that call.
He did. And just so you know, that's the 11th penalty of the game on the Georgia Wolves.
11th penalty, huh?
The 11th penalty.
What's penalty yards looking like for
now, here's the thing.
for the Alabama Titans?
They had 3 for 35, and then they've had one this half for 15, so they've got 4 for 50. And they jumped off. Everybody moved that time.
Yeah, the receiver went at that time. And number 17's pointing inside. He's like, yeah, those guys did it. Those guys, they caused me to do it.
I'm talking about the center false snap.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was number 17. That was Albert Galloway right there.
Said he was.
He said he was drawn off by the defensive tackle.
Yeah, the referee on the far side, Mr. Willingham, he gave the signal that they were simulating the snap. The center moved the ball.
Oh, yeah?
That's what he was saying. It looked like.
You can't do that.
No, that's called what Coach Hughes would say that he cheated.
That's right. That's a big no-no.
So now we're back at 1st and 10 after all of that.
There's a snap. It's a low snap. Sampson takes it, slings
Wide
it out
open.
to the right side. Got a man with lots of cushion. It's going to be close to a first down.
It is a first down. It's an 11-yard completion.
Nicely done.
Now you got to get on the ball and you got to move. You got under 20 seconds in the third quarter, and right now you've gotten to the point where you've got a little momentum. You've scored. You've held them. if you hadn't have fumbled the opening kickoff to the of the second half, you might be down 22-6 right now. But that's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
I think they're content with letting the clock expire.
I wouldn't have been. We'd have snapped that daggum thing.
Yeah. And that's going to take us to a fourth-quarter break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the NDFL Championship here in beautiful Jefferson, Georgia. Your Georgia Wolves up on the Alabama Titans 28-6. But the Titans with a little momentum here at the start of the fourth quarter. We'll get to see what's going on. Any chance they're going to carry that over?
Well, I mean, right now just about everything that went wrong in the first half for them is starting to go their way. The turnovers in the first half they got that they couldn't do anything with. They got the gift fumble for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Then they got a 3-and-out. All right, so after the fumble, they got a 3-and-out, and you begin to wonder a little bit if the Wolves haven't kind of put this thing in coach mode because they've dominated the game. Let's just be honest. It's been a dominant performance, but they haven't finished it the way they wanted to. So they've got 15 minutes left. Quick screen.
Quick snap and throw out to the right-hand side. Oh, he stays up. He's still up.
He's out of bounds right there at the 50.
I tell you what, man, that was nicely done. Good balance right there by number 4, the Phantom.
Where'd they call him out at? So gain of about 8-9 yards.
Yeah.
Right now they've already completed 4 passes this half, and it's not great stats, but it's so much better than it was in the first half.
This is funny. I'm watching the guy holding the sticks, man, and he's got no clue what.
Yeah, he's struggling over
there. Doubles look. Sampson in the gun. There's a snap.
Picked.
Okay, he just floats one out there, and that's going all the way back, and he doesn't even move. He doesn't give chase. Nothing. That's going to be a touchdown by DeMichael Borders. And, of course, they're going to flag him, I think, for taunting right there. Obviously the only way to stop taunting is to take the touchdown off the board. That would stop it right there.
It's hard to see where he caught that at, but it looked like about a 60-yard return for a touchdown right there.
Approximately, yeah, but the quarterback just floated it out there. I mean, he didn't really throw it. It was like he
has expected something else.
Looked like he was throwing darts. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just kind of.
Touchdown's good.
Yeah. And then there's going to be a personal foul.
So it will be
unsportsmanlike.
He pointed at the Alabama team.
Really?
Yeah.
My goodness. Well, Timbers Flair, right?
I didn't see anything, though. So unless he was running down the field chasing him using harsh language.
It might have been somebody saying something, though. I could see that, but at this point in the game, too,
maybe
you shouldn't throw that flag. Just keep that in your pocket, buddy. Keep that in your pocket there. Justice is on the scoreboard, so just let that one go.
Unless they pointed the wrong way, that's all I know.
Yeah, the way he was running, way number 10 was running with the ball. That's DeMichael Borders. I mean, I could see where they might want to say something.
Yeah.
Doubles look. Wang drops, looks out, and
incomplete.
A little high and outside. Looks like he's complaining somebody zigged where they should have zagged on that one. He seems really frustrated.
They haven't had a good, solid, clean ending of this game.
No. But we watched this all season where, teams look so dominant and then it's just sloppy at the end.
Yeah. And one time, a lot of times, you speculate on stuff like that. Wonder how if it's just fatigue.
Well, it is, it is hot, man, and we say all the time, the heat makes cowards of us all. Somebody just hopped the fence over there on the other side.
Yeah.
And
yes, they did.
He seems rather agitated.
That's a dude.
He's in uniform and seems to be wanting to mix it up with number 27, Darius Turner.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
I'm not sure if I would want to. I'd want to mix it up with Mr. Turner. He's kind of seems like an angry fella. But I don't know if this guy's just leaving or what. But he appears to be from the Alabama Titans.
He is.
And has continued to have a conversation.
Things that you see when we do these games,
with
Coach.
Mr. Turner, yeah. There's no gunshots in the parking lot, so
Easy.
Somebody got a show, man.
yeah.
Was that number 11?
Is that him leaving?
Must be.
That is him.
The size looks about right.
Yeah. He's coming back now, so something ain't right.
Yeah.
And it was literally it was against the Titans. So there you go. Kick this ball through the uprights.
Yeah, just kill it. And who better than Mr. Kilgore to kill it?
There you go.
And he's out there, and he's going to – no, if he sky kicks it,
Very
it's
nice.
going to drop in at about the 6-yard line, picked up by number 5 for the Alabama Titans.
He's going to
and
be
he
tackled
gets drug
at
into the
1
end
yard
zone.
line.
He gets drug into the end zone. That's Shad Calhoun that gets kind of yanked into the end zone.
And we just had a kickoff return of -4 yards. Wow. They looked like they were going to run something where they pitched it back to the guy, and didn't work out.
Yeah, run some starburst action, get somebody murdered.
Hey, it sounds familiar.
Yeah. I always thought that was a terrible idea.
At first, it seemed like a cool idea.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Until that guy hit me in the back at Fayette County, it wasn't a good idea then. I did not enjoy that.
Yeah, there's always at least one guy that's going to do that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when that guy's running really, really fast at you, it's not a good thing at all.
That's what I would think.
So, what's the over and under on the safety right here, Coach?
Oh, I'm gonna. They're gonna throw it out quick. As soon as, oh no, yeah, it's safety.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a safety. Yeah, safety. It's safety right here. It's a safety because he's gonna try to run the ball. There's a snap. He's looking around.
Oh, he's going to get outside, and then he's going to throw an interception. Is that an interception or a fumble? What would you call it?
I don't know. It popped out of his hand, but it was caught in the air, so it's got to be an interception.
All right, so
It didn't even come on. It didn't touch the ground. It come out of the hand, pop right in his hand.
Oh my goodness!
that was number 17 on the interception.
You know, we were discussing earlier number 17. That was number 27 on the carry right there, Darius Turner. Interception by number 17, Cedric Herndon. We had talked earlier about, carrying the ball that way is dangerous. And, the only person we ever allow to carry the ball like that is the quarterback. But, once you
determine you're going to run, you've got to tuck it.
You got to put it away.
And if you're going to throw it, then try to throw it somewhere other than straight to your right.
Yeah, so now it's first and goal for the Wolves at the 1 yard line.
It is.
And that's one of those things where that's you don't see that every day.
No. I've seen a lot of stuff, but that's one of those things that's new to me.
So let's see what the Wolves have. Lay line up. I'm guessing they're going to give it to Deshaun Scott. There's a snap. Wang drops. Check scans the field.
Got to be kidding me. And they
sacked by Javi Grace, and the ball goes on the ground. And I'm not sure who has it. And
somebody just got a penalty thrown on them. It's first down for the Alabama Titans.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that penalty's going to be on Wang. I'm pretty sure he had something to say.
Wow. Wow. I thought the fumble was caused by number 55, Coach. It was hard to tell. It looked like it may have been him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm laughing at the defensive lineman right here because they're all excited to go out. They're like, yes. Like they're excited about going out to play.
I mean, I have a hard time understanding what I just saw.
Yeah. I will say one of the things that he's done today is he's held the ball a little long, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the trigger, throw it away, live to play another down.
Now, I realize he's had really good protection for the majority of the day, but it was also first and goal at the 1.
Yeah. Well, and, when you're getting that kind of pressure, throw it away. It's second and goal from the 1.
Or run the ball. I'm sorry.
All right, quick throw out to the left side. That's Alex Shepard on the catch. And he's going to spin for a first down.
Yes, he is. See,
nicely done.
11. They're going to run the clock on that because he was hit and spun out of bounds, so the clock keeps moving. First down.
I'll tell you what, man, they're building a little momentum here.
Yeah, if something crazy happens and this game gets close.
Yeah, I mean, there'd be a lot of stuff have to happen.
But if it does, and the Wolves have nobody to blame but themselves.
No. Anything that you've done is on you. Quick throw.
Broken up.
If Mr. Sampson would set his feet and, really throw that ball, I think he'd have something.
If he would have set his feet and thrown it, it might have been picked, Coach. Because they were sitting there waiting on it. We've done a lot of games this year. This is the first time I've ever seen this many passes broken up in a game.
Yeah, there's been lots of clock stoppage because this is lasting a really long time.
Second and 10, and you got doubles, so you'd expect to throw again right here.
Oh, off his hand right there.
Picked again. Wow.
And he's up, and he's headed down the sideline.
And he's going to score again.
He's going to score again. Oh, my goodness. And there's no flags.
No flags.
There's no flags.
Wow.
That's DeMichael Borders again.
That's his third pick of the game, his
My
second touchdown.
Goodness. My goodness.
That one was 47 yards for a touchdown.
He is having a big day.
That was a great play.
So, offense is going to come out. Well, I tell you what, man, that's every time it starts to get a little crazy. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
every time the Alabama Titans start to really build some momentum, really start to put something together, then the world crashes down around them.
Yeah, if they're not fighting on the sideline, they're having to fight with number 10. They keep throwing the ball to him. He's not on their team.
Yeah. Well, they both wore dark jerseys. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the quarterback's colorblind.
Well, whatever it is, that's the 5th interception.
That's a possibility.
I mean, 5th interception.
It was an interception. He didn't get the ball off the ground. He picked that off personally.
Yeah, that was nicely done. And then, he popped up and ran. Quick give of the middle, and there it is.
We have seen the red flag or the white flag just got waved. They haven't done anything on any extra point all day running the ball, and the Alabama Titans just waved the white flag.
Yep. London just walks in.
The clock should subsequently move here shortly at a rapid pace.
Yep.
This
is where both sides are saying those words, run, clock, run.
And let's go home. It's a long way back to Alabama. This game didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but hey.
La Hacienda is a calling.
La Hacienda. Are you referring to the restaurant or your house?
The restaurant and then my house.
You do realize we're an hour and a half away from home, Coach Collins.
I know. I'm not going to get to see my children go to bed.
If you eat La Hacienda, we're an hour and a half away from home.
Well, that's y'all's problem, not mine.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you.
I'm just being real with you, Coach.
Just keeping it real.
Just being real with you.
Man, I tell you what, I don't even know There's 10 minutes left, and it's 41-6.
Jeez, man, this ball game has spiraled quick, has it not?
It has. It was 22-0 at halftime.
Well,
Fumbling the open kickoff of the second half didn't help.
I think they're going to continue to score, Coach.
I think so. I think they'll get to 50, 55, somewhere around in there. Because I don't know if they'll just run the football, and I don't know if everybody will play. You get what I'm saying?
Right. There's a kick. Going to be fielded by Demetrius Williams at about the 15-yard line. He's down the left sideline and gets yoked. He must be super light the way he just got snatched.
Yep.
And I think that was number 21, Joshua Mostler on the tackle there. But there's a flag on the ground. I'm wondering what it's about. Personal foul.
Okay.
On the Wolves. Man, they are rolling up some totals now.
This is going to be one of the single highest penalty totals we've ever seen.
Jeez Louise. It looks like Turner's coming out of the game. Well, maybe that guy's still yelling at him. I don't know. I don't see. I think that was number 11, John Walker, who he was having words with. But, I mean, because I don't see him anywhere.
He's not here. They just had walked over here.
Okay. Yeah, and Mr. Turner looks like he's taking his shoulder pads off. That's never a good sign.
No, it is not.
I imagine it's hard coaching guys that are grown. Because
well, right now, what we're going to see here is they just took an offensive lineman and put another offensive lineman in and put a receiver.
Well,
offensive lineman moved to receiver. Kobe Brooks is smiling as we speak.
Yeah. Sampson with a quick give around the right side, and he's swallowed up in a hurry. Scuba was back there.
Yep, he was.
Our guy number 30, Paul Verdiglione, back there in on the play.
-6 right there, Coach.
And, of course, big number 33, Matt Dove, in on the play, and then the rest of the gang.
Run clock. It's
Yes.
under 8. It's under 8:15.
Yes. Both coaches, all their only thoughts right now are run clock run.
I was at East Paulding one night, and they shot off a cannon.
Each time they scored?
No, they shot it off before the game, and I didn't know they were going to do it. So I was standing there getting ready to watch the coin toss, and they shot the cannon off, and everybody on my sideline cowered down and kind of went like this. And I got to admit, I was the same way. I didn't know it was coming, so I went like this. And 10 minutes later, it was 21-0. I was thinking, oh, my word, the clock can't run fast enough to keep us from getting beat by 100.
Hey, there's a quick throw out to
they're going to call
a face mask or a horse collar.
Either a face mask or a horse collar, because that was a completion.
Brought down by Herndon. That was number 5, Shad Calhoun, and he's down.
Oh, no.
And we're hoping he's okay. If not, we're hoping they're able to get him up and get him off the field quickly so that he can receive medical attention. Yeah, he's taking a personal inventory right now. You know that thing where you really get rocked and you lay on the ground and you're like, okay, I can move that. I can move that. Okay. And you'll think about it for a few minutes and then you'll get up. Looks like they have the trainer coming out.
Yeah.
And he's moving like he's intoxicated.
No, it's a lower leg injury.
Oh, he's. Yeah, he appears to be okay, but it's
the 14th penalty.
It's an easy time to be hurt.
I ain't gonna lie to you, and it's a first down.
He may very well be beat up, but right now down 41-6. It's an easy time to be hurt if you run the ball, especially.
Yep. There he is. He ran it.
Yeah, let's get this thing winding. 7:30 left in the fourth quarter.
41-6 here, Coach. And what do you do?
Uh,
Inside zone, and run clock run.
I tell you what, man, I don't even know that inside zone. I think I throw right out here to number 4, just quick stuff.
4 and 7.
Yeah, just quick stuff. They're giving plenty of cushion, and there's I appreciate the fact that we got a run signal. But you know,
I got what you just said. That's pretty funny.
That's nice. I'm glad we're all on the same page here.
There we go.
But you know, unfortunately, this game is over. You know, I would say I'm safe in saying that.
Yeah, it's not going to
barring
something
some,
that can't happen.
Yeah, something that we've yet to witness this year
or ever.
Yeah, where it's just turnover, score, turnover, score, turnover, score, turnover, score.
It would have to be the greatest comeback in the history of all comebacks, and it's just not going to happen.
And there's the ball on the ground, and Mr. Sampson is able to get it out.
Wow. That was actually a great play.
That was heads up.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, that play right there, no matter what it looks like on film, the fact that the ball bounced, he picked it up, avoided the rush, and then fired it. The only thing better is if the if the outside receiver on the left-hand side had just kept running, because there was nobody there where he threw the ball. If it would have just ended up being a gift touchdown, that would have been great.
Yeah,
one of those NFL folly plays, like when they snapped it to Archie Manning and he ran around and flipped it underhanded.
There's no doubt about that, man. I watched we were at the Heritage School one time, and we were up by 2 touchdowns, and I was watching the kid scramble in the end zone. And our DBs, he came up and got close to the line of scrimmage, and our DBs broke coverage.
Uh-oh.
And there it is. Who is that? Let's see.
I don't know.
Here we come, down the sideline. He's got some room. Oh,
wow.
He's going to be hawked down. That was number 4. He's probably had the best game. It was that was Gary Craig on the interception. Brought down by number 4 for the Titans, and I really wish I knew the kid's name because he's had a really good game. He's done a little bit of everything.
That guy's played his rear end off.
Kickoff, punt, played defense, played offense. Yeah, he's had some nice catches, and I mean, right there, you know, just to have the pride in what you do. That's
exactly right, Coach. You said the right word. To have the pride and what you do and how you handle your business to make that play, because it could have been real easy to watch that guy go and score again.
I mean, it's easy to give up, man. It's hard right now to keep playing, and unfortunately, I've been on the bad end of this.
We both have. We lived the whole year.
You know, playing and coaching, I've been on the bad end of this, and it's tough.
Yeah, playing's a lot worse than coaching.
Oh, there ain't no doubt.
I mean, playing the game when you're getting smashed is a lot worse than coaching.
New quarterback. That's Weeby for the Wolves, and he gives to Deshaun Scott off the left side. There's just nothing over there, just tough sledding over there.
Looks like a loss of 1.
But we're watching the clock wind down right here, 3:54.
I'll say this for Alabama. Their defense,
they played well, man.
They have showed up, and you know, we always hear the term defense travels. If you've got a great defense and it travels, if their offense could have put anything together, they would have given themselves a chance. Their defense is responsible for the only points, and I got a lot of respect for the way they play.
There's no doubt. Quick give up the gut right there. He's going to find a couple yards, Deshaun Scott will.
He don't want to go down.
No.
And he's going to find 4 yards, Coach.
The tackle right there was made by Sean Calhoun. The guy went out a few minutes ago with the lower leg injury. That's the other things. A lot of these cats from Alabama, I think, are playing both ways, and that's tough.
Playing on sheer right now, just, you know, football determination, things that happen at the end of the game. You know, we look at things like this and we talk about them a lot, but, you know, you don't have a chance to see, you know, this all the time. There's a lot of guys out here that this means a whole lot to. All right, so as their season winds down, because this is the last week for the NFDL, you know, I'm sure some of these guys are going to play somewhere else pretty soon. But, you know, a lot of these guys don't want this to end.
There's snap. Quarterback rolls to his left.
Holy smokes.
Some helmet-to-helmet action right there. Weeby brought down by number 17, Albert Galloway. Mr. Galloway releasing some of his frustration right there.
I can assure you, in the NFL this year, not only would you be fined, but you would be subject to an ejection.
Yeah. All right. Hey, on that note, we're going to take a quick break right here. We'll be right back. 2-minute warning. All right. Welcome back here to the NDFL championship game here in beautiful Jefferson, Georgia.
4th down, Coach. Under 2 minutes.
60 read. There's a snap. Weeby drops. Oh, he gets.
Oh, nice job of getting away from that.
He gets away from Bostic. He's going to outrun Shamar
He's going to get the first down.
He's running.
Look at that.
He sees Big Dan Springs. And Dan took some mercy on him and didn't go ahead and flip him into the fence because I thought that's what was fixing to happen. But, again, my hat's off to this Alabama Titan defense because these guys, not only have they played tough the whole time, but that's a class move right there because he could have absolutely blasted that guy.
What, you don't think he didn't want to?
He could have blasted that guy because I'm sure he's frustrated right now.
Oh, yeah.
He could have blasted that guy, and he probably would have gone over the fence. But he chose to pull up and just make him run out of bounds.
All right, Coach, we're under a minute now. It's probably time to talk about our players of the game. Who you got?
Defensively, I'm going to have to go with Michael Borders. 3 picks on the day, two for touchdowns. Every time it seemed, the times it seemed like that the Titans were really building momentum, he was able to throw him deep right there. Yeah. He was able to thwart that momentum and make a big play.
So what do you think about offense, Coach?
Offense, that's
got to be a receiver.
That's a little tougher. My first thought is Rhodes, Jarrell Rhodes.
What number is Rhodes, Coach?
He's number 11.
I'm all in favor of that.
He had a big game. I always like talking to him before the game starts. He's a funny guy. Obviously a heck of a player. Those would be my 2 picks.
There you go. I'm with you, Coach. I think you're right on.
All right, and that's gonna be the end of it, folks. Your Georgia Wolves 41, the Alabama Titans 6.
Coach gets his 6th championship, doesn't he?
He does. We were talking to Coach Randolph before the game. This is his 10th trip to this game, this championship game, in his last 18 years. And this is his 6th championship. So congratulations, Coach Grant Randolph. Congratulations, Georgia Wolves. It's been a great season. And we've just really enjoyed at Score Sports being able to be part of this year's NDFL season.
Yeah, it's been a blast to be a part of commentating these games, watching these guys play. It's a lot of fun for us because we get to talk football, during the time when we're not getting to coach it. So, hey, what's better than football?
Well, I'm with you, man. And it's great to get to watch football when there's nothing else on.
Oh, yes.
It's taking me back to my World League days. So I've really enjoyed it.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.